I spoke with the guy in the white car right there. He was actually metal detecting the tot lot. He was only here for a few minutes, but he said a few days ago he was detecting a parking strip, and he showed me the pictures. He got like a standing Liberty quarter, a barber, mercury dime, and like a silver button tie clip or something. It looked real. They were in great condition. He said he did pull a barber out of this particular school. He's been here. He's lived here and detected here for about 3 years. So my hopes of finding anything are diminishing greatly. Of course, that's just the way it goes. The grass here is unfortunately super tall, which is something I really hate detecting in. But I'll give it a walk through. He's funny because he said that he's asked him about detecting is it okay, and he said yeah, and I said the schools and city parks, and he goes, well, I'm not sure about the parks, but I detected the city park last year, but or a couple years ago, for only a few minutes, like 45 minutes, which is nothing if you know metal detecting. Literally 45 minutes I could spend 45 minutes walking from that fence to maybe that second tree right there. I could spend 45 minutes doing that. It just depends on how much garbage you're digging, how many signals you're digging. But anyways, I'm going to get at it. I'm hoping this is my first time out in like a couple months since we've been on the road trip. So hopefully for me, detecting is going to kick back up again a little bit. I know we're heading back, like I said, we're heading back to Oregon, and I hope I have a day planned for just detecting and on my stop back in Oregon. And after that, we're heading back into Portland area. Mom's getting surgery, so I'm not sure how much time I can get away during that time, but I'm sure I'll be able to get out once or twice a week at least and get some detecting in. And after that, I'm trying to make reservations for more RVing along the coast, etc. And then while we're there, I'm hoping to do longer time stays. I'm really trying to get like 2 weeks in one location, and I'm hoping that I can do a little detecting while I'm out and about. So I'm not sure what type of detecting. That'll be beach detecting, maybe along riverside, swimming holes, etc. I don't know yet, but I'm hoping that that's my plan. All right, well, first dig, a bent nail. So, the funny thing is like the things that I've taught and said about metal detecting, if you do it, the more often you do it and the more you dig, the better you're going to get. So taking a 2-month break away from metal detecting is really hard on your ear training and retraining. So I kind of knew this was a really bad signal. I didn't like it. It was scratchy. I got it a little bit in one direction. Of course, these bent nails are like that. The other day it was a little scratchy. I could see a little bit of red in there. It was kind of funky in where the pattern was. But I know that this place has been, from first-hand information, I know that somebody's pounded this place. So the only thing that's going to be left for me is probably the iffy targets, which really suck. It's the way it goes. But anyways, first target, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to walk a little bit of this section. I should hit the field, but I'm going to do a little bit of section. I'm probably going to do around the school itself a little bit, and then come back to this field. Well, I got a stinking Lincoln, and it was down probably about 5 inches or so. But here's a signal that was very similar to the first one I dug, was the bent nail. Very similar. Showed me red, showed me a little bit of mix of this and that, but I dug it anyways, and it ended up being a coin. So you never know with the iffy signals what you're going to get. Now, the other thing that I'm kind of doing when I'm going across this is, most people, logically, they either grid, north, south, east, west, according to the property, perpendicular, horizontal. And I'm kind of trying to do my swings diagonally. So I'm kind of walking up the slope, and instead of doing a swing this way or this way, I'm kind of doing my swings diagonal. So I'm kind of basically going in a diagonal, because everybody knows how targets hit on these coils. Things will hit differently this way. So I'm trying to get to a point where maybe the logical process is that maybe the person hadn't detected in a diagonal direction, and I might be able to hit something that they missed in the other directions. we'll see. We'll see. Well, I finally got down to it. Cancel. Dang, not a good sign. All right, so that was down there quite a ways. All right, I think I'm gonna go on to the front part of the school. I think maybe this might have been redone with the new part of the school. So I'll go up front and then I'll come back out into the video field. Yuck. Well, it's little things like this. This was down, pulled it up. It's probably about 3-4 inches down. Those little things like that that make me think, well, this place hasn't been detected for a little while, because that rang up like a quarter, and people would dig that 3-4 inches down. So it tells me that somebody hasn't been here for a little while. It's not that old though. All right, I gotta ask you a question real quick. My brother-in-law just sent me a link. I want your opinion. It's a Minelab Gold Monster 1000. Now, with that type of detector, a Minelab Gold Monster 1000, if you were buying that, you probably wouldn't be doing coin hunting. And would you even be doing beach hunting with that? Or is that something that you would take to like where they did gold panning, or like out in the flats where there might be some gold nuggets? What would you buy that particular detector for? I mean, it's very specific for gold, but I'm thinking gold nuggets, not necessarily gold rings. I mean, it will pick up gold, but this will pick up gold too. But, if you guys have any experience with those gold detectors, what would you buy that particular, like a Minelab Gold Monster 1000? Would you buy it for detecting along the creek beds? Here, I mean, if I was in Australia, I'd get a bigger coil. I'd use that and a bigger coil and maybe go out. But here in the U.S., where would you use that at? Let me know. I'll pass it on to him. He might pick up a detector long before I get this video posted, but try and get this video posted to the ASAP. But I'd like to know so that he can, so I can pass on the information that you guys, because you guys have the experience with multiple detectors. So I just got got my first quarter back there. I didn't dig. It was just under the surface. Oh, my second quarter down about 3-4 inches, and so again, that's a good sign for me. Things like this get missed. How long does it take a quarter to sink down 3 inches? All right, I'm gonna keep going, but let me know about that, about those gold detectors. Those gold detectors are very specific for one thing, and I don't think they have different modes. They're just that type of detector where it goes so let me know. Thanks. I'll pass it on to him. Here's one that's super choppy. This way is better. You can't see that too well, but I do like the fact that it's a little iffy. So we're gonna dig and see if this iffy signal is anything good. I hit it, and then of course that's the whole thing. If you ever hit a high tone, well, it depends on what you're looking for, but for me, I was listening for those little high tones. You do always have to stop and investigate those tones. I mean, you got to turn, got to walk around that target and see if it cleans up, because you just never know. That little scratchy, iffy signal in one direction might come in really good in the other direction. Okay, we're down here. So since I'm at a new school, I noticed that there is sprinkler heads out here. So I know that the field's been redone to a point, And it's a new school that you don't have a feel for the depth of coins that you're supposed to be trying to get to. It's out of the hole. Well, what is it? Oh, it's a coin, but it's not silver. Is it a Wheatie? Yeah, it's my first Wheatie of the day. Nice. That's the thing. You get to new places. You have to learn what... First of all, every soil is different. So every soil is going to either be either sometimes reactive, could be very full of minerals. But you need to start learning like the depth. So you start listening for depth also in your tones. Looks like 40 something. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm on the board with the Wheatie, and I will take that. Number 1. All right, I'm recording this one after. This was super iffy. I got it on the backswing, and I had a pretty good signal, tone-wise, this way. And then I went crossways, and it was pretty much almost gone. It was like 80% gone. This was a very iffy target. But the reason I'm recording is because my probe is just now starting to get it, but it's in the middle of the hole. So that's always a plus. Plus, it's down here quite a ways. Now, it's not... I don't think it's going to be in these scoops. I have a feeling it's down here in the bottom of the hole in the hard pack. Still deeper. Oh, so it's right down there. Off the side now a little bit. But this wasn't a great... The first number I think I saw on this was like a 66. So if anything, could be a wheat penny, but it's down here quite a ways if it is. Dang, I'm right there on top of it, sort of more off to the side again. Oh, sounded like an iron nail. Dang, I think it's iron. Not iron. It's whatever this is. Huh. Alright, well that was down there probably 10 inches. The school here, I don't know the age of. I know it's on the 1946 map. So it could be... It looks like it's a 1920 to 30 something school from the front part of it. So, not sure what I got there. It looks like brass. And who knows what that was part of. From the quick looks of it, it almost looks like a shaver dispenser thingy, but that would be too... They didn't have those probably way back when. So, no idea what that is. But, yeah, interesting little relic thing. If anybody has a clue. Brass. Let me know. All right. Did I mention I don't like detecting in tall grass? Yeah, I don't like detecting in tall grass. So this grass is... I feel like I'm wasting so much of my time and efforts here. The grass is just way too high to be productive, comfortably productive. But I'm doing it. I'm hunting in right now 5 recovery. Normally on the front side, when it was the grass was lower, I was doing 6, just because I had the feeling that this might be hunted out. But I'm in 5 now to get a little bit more depth. And I'm actually running in higher sensitivity, not sensitivity, but yeah, sensitivity. So 5 recovery and sensitivity about 28, 29 in the higher grass as I'm going over it. And I'm just listening for any non-sequential blip, which is harder at this depth. And then the second thing is when I get into a little bit lower grass, like maybe over in here where like the kids are trampled the grass down a little bit more, it doesn't get watered, I just drop my sensitivity down to like 27, 26, 25, which I've been running normally about 25. The E-trac I used to run about 22 to 24. This particular target right here was a nice repeatable, well, not nice, it was repeatable, but it was scratchy, popping in and out. So with the higher sensitivity, I think I'm getting a little bit more depth. And then my probe, do you have this problem with your probe? I turn my probe on and I think I stick it in the hole in the dirt too soon. I don't know. That ground balance issue. Anyways, I'm not getting my signal yet, but I'm pretty positive there's going to be something here because I got a repeatable signal in both directions. And this particular one was better repeatable than that wheat penny I got. And still absolutely nothing. Well, that's probably because I didn't pinpoint well enough. Oh, it's shallow. Not as deep as I thought it was going to be. And it's a dime. Bogus. Really thought that was going to be a little deeper, but this grass throws you off. You lose so many inches in this tall grass. All right, on to the next. All right, I really do need your help. I'm curious. Now this is way down there. I mean, this was way down there. I got a nail and a piece of iron, but also in the same hole, I got another one of these little things that I thought was brass, but now looking at it, it looks like it could be copper, but it's identical to that last little clip thing, whatever I found, and I have no clue what this is. But why did I find 2 of these in the same field? Approximately, I found that other one about 30 feet right over there. What is this? I mean, it doesn't look like a suspender clip or anything like that, but something that maybe the kids, I mean, this was a school back then. This field's been here. This is something that kids used to wear. I have no idea. Help me out. Again, second one, weird. I've never found one before, ever. And here I found 2, same location. All right, well, I'll let you listen to this one, but this one is so deceiving because the grass is so high. So I'm in 28 sensitivity, still recovery's 5. But the grass is high. So the problem is when the grass is so high like this is coming in low 80s. When the grass is so high, you think, oh, I got 4 or 5 bars and it's deep. But then after you cut through the grass, you lose like 3 inches. And you find out that it's only a 3-inch dime. So, anyways. And when it pinpoints pretty good, that's another clue. I love the targets that are harder to pinpoint. They scratchy, they sound like they're deep. This one doesn't sound very deep, especially when the grass is tall. So, anyways, I'm expecting this to be in my plug. Oh, there it is right there. And it was a probably 5-6 inch dime. Take it. Anyways, I'll take it. Well, I would have stayed at the school. That was Lincoln Elementary School. I would have stayed there if the grass had been cut like this. If that grass was cut, I would be there, spend my rest of my time there. But it was so high, it was just really was a waste of time. It's counterproductive. So I decided to come back to the city park, where I've been to once before. No luck here either. So I talked to the guy. He said he wasn't sure about the city parks. I don't know if he was telling me the truth on that, because, you know, I'm sure he's been here many times. He just doesn't want me to come here. I think this has been pounded, because I've walked from my truck over there to like over here. I've dug one thing and it's been just a penny. It's pretty cleaned out. It's pretty quiet. So I'm just going to make a loop around and probably head out. Unfortunately, only one wheat penny, but, you know, I just had to get out. I'm going to get out and detect in, let's see, we got a couple days in Boise area visiting friends, and then I might be able to get out. I might go out one day while I'm there. I'm not sure yet, in the morning. So we'll see. And then after we leave there, we're going to go into Oregon, and I'll get a whole day detecting in. And I expect to find silver for sure that day. Well, this is my clean out for today's hunt. After 2 months, this is what I got back. Nothing but a wheat penny. I did find a ring. Yes. You know what they say. A ring is a ring is a ring. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what I got here. 1, 2, 3. So I got $4 in quarters, maybe 4, 5, $5.50. And these little weird clip things. Which I've never dug these before, ever. So that's it. And that is it until maybe 2 days from now. I might get a hunt in, or it'll be 2 days, or it'll be 5. All right, wish me luck.